time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are... in this football game. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Finding room at midfield. A big play there for the Giants. 45 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. On 2nd and 9, Jones. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. Touchdown! Daniel Bellinger, 34 yards. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's the backup Winston. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Winston to give, it's Kamara. He's got room at the 30, and they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. 3rd and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A first down carry for Barkley. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Barkley inside handoff. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Jones. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Up the middle with Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Now Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. To be in position to get the ball first as we are back underway and set for overtime. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
Dalton's throw caught by Olave. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Dalton's throw taken in by Landry. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Only needing 2 yards on second down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara, powering forward. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Kamara trying the right side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So Dalton now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. Touchdown, Saints. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get it.
Nah, not gonna lie, that's wild. That should be game, not gonna lie. By rule, that's game.
All the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish.
Nah, no, that's only for playoffs. That's only playoffs.
Won this one on the road.
I was about to say that rule's only for that's only for playoffs. It's technically a regular season game.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 154 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jones.
Game.
That'll seal it. Marcus
Good game.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.